Welcome back to part 2 of my solo adventure in Prague. In this part of the video, I take you all along with me to do one of my favorite things. If you guessed book shopping, you guessed right. Plus, the title gives it away. I had fun browsing bookstores and finally buying myself a book that will always hold a special place in my heart, purely because I bought it on my first ever solo trip. Prague is one of those cities a book lover should visit once in their lifetime. If you happen to be a fan of Franz Kafka's work like myself, then Prague is a must visit. You will not be disappointed. From the stunning libraries to amazing bookstores, there is so much for book lovers to do in Prague. I unfortunately didn't get to do all the bookish things I wanted to do, like sit in a cafe and read hours after hours, visit more bookstores, but nonetheless, I had the best time. I have never seen so many people walking while reading as I saw in Prague. I felt inspired and not alone in my love for books. I hope you enjoyed this vlog as much as I enjoyed filming it. With love, Sharifa Grace. So I just got off the tram. I had to take a tram to go to this bookstore that I want to go to, and it was like 30 minutes walk from where I was, and I thought to myself, no, I've done enough walking, I'm gonna take a tram. But that was a bit stressful because I got on the wrong tram at first, and then it took me all the way to Prague Castle where I was earlier in the morning, and I thought to myself, this is the wrong way. So then I got off that tram and I waited for the next one to take me back down. But to be fair, I was following it on my Google map and I could see that the stops they were saying wasn't the stops on my Google map, so I knew I was on the wrong side of the tram. So yeah, I managed to go on the right one, and now I've just gotten off, and I got off right in front of the National Theatre, which is nice. So I'm gonna go look for the bookstore, and then yeah. Made it. So excited to go in. I can't wait to see how it looks inside, because I looked up online and everybody said this is the best bookstore in Prague, so I'm so excited to be here. So let's go in and see what's inside. I've been meaning to read this book. I know there is a TV show on Netflix for it, but it's very sad. I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of sadness in my life. But the cover is beautiful. on, guys. I have a copy of this at home and I still haven't read it yet. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I need to read it as soon as possible. And I believe I have a copy of this on my Audible and I still haven't read it. This is the problem with fantasy for me. I can read the first book in a fantasy and then the second, the third, and so on. I don't know, but I'll eventually get around to it. But this cover scares me. I am finished at the bookstore and I had such a good time there. The bookstore is so beautiful, it's so lovely. There is also a cafe that you can eat in. I chose not to eat anything, but I did go in there and have a look. It's very cozy. If you're wanting to come browse books and eat something, definitely a place for you to come in Prague. I bought one book. I bought this book. The reason why I bought this book is because I'm obsessed with Kafka and his writing and his story. This is the book about his father. He had like a very troubled relationship with his father, and I've never read this book before, so I thought to myself, I might as well buy a book by a writer who used to live in Prague, and I thought, it's time. Bookstore here in Prague, and this is also no exception. It is also beautiful in here, just like the last one. The last one was more cozy, a little section with books in English, but nonetheless it is still beautiful, and I still love being in here because where there is books, you're gonna find me. Beautiful book. This cover is stunning. I have no idea what this book is about. However, the cover, wow. These books have to be turned into a film, definitely. I mean, they're everywhere, and rightful so. Section for Colin Hoover. As always, wherever you go, you'll find a selection of Colin Hoover. This is my favorite book by Colin. Out of the ones that I have read, this is my favorite of all time, and I can't wait for the film to come out. You guys, look what they have. Oh my god. One of my favorite books by Lauren Asher. I love this book so much. I've read it 2 times in my life, and both times I've loved. And then this is one of her newest one, which I have already read as well, and I absolutely love it. I can't wait for the next one to come out. these are part of the series. I think this is the last one in this series, and I didn't like it very much, if I'm being honest. Sorry. Yeah. You guys, there's more books upstairs. Okay, most of these books are in Czech Republic, so